Have you considered raising chicken as a food source? Because I did 5 months ago, and today's butchering day. I'm going to show you guys how I go from this to something like this. Alright, enjoy the video. So you'll want to tie up the feet. This one here has a bunch of feathers on its feet, but then go like this, have it upside down, tie it, and we're good to go here. There you go. Just like this. So what's happening here is I have the legs tied up and it's upside down right now. The blood is rushing down its head, and so it's calming down. So what you actually want to do is you want to grab its skin and pull it back a little bit. You want to slice right about here, I believe, because the jugular is right on the sides of it. You don't want to cut its actual like esophagus, and that's a mistake that I've been doing in the past. So it's got an ear or something right around here, so you want to cut right there or so. So you'll want the water to be about that temperature, and we're good to go. So you'll know it's good when the feathers pull off easily like this. Yep, we're good. Alright, so now it's time to just pluck its feathers. Let's go like this. Alright, that's most of it. I'm going to rinse it underwater and get rid of the rest of the feathers. Alright, I got most of the chicken cleaned up here. We just gotta get rid of the skin on the feet. Pretty much, you just peel it off. It's just a layer like this. And you can pull off the finger or the toenails also. Just like that. Alright, so let's clean up the head. You actually want to open up the mouth, slice downward, and break it apart. You want to push the esophagus up and get rid of all of that. So let's cut it right here first. Now, push this up and through. You want to take all of this out. It's the esophagus and part of the tongue and everything. And then you can pretty much keep the rest. Squeeze the nose and get all the gunk out of the nose. And the beak comes off also. There's like this layer, sort of like a toenail almost, that comes off. You squeeze the nose and you just clean up the head, because I'm going to keep the head because you can eat it. And you'll also want to clean up all of this right here. You can pretty much just push and squeeze all the slimy stuff off and rinse it. So right now I'm just going to cut off the head. There you go, and we'll save this for later. So right here, you want to get rid of the crop, which is right in the neck here. So what I do is I cut right here, and I peel the skin back. And you want to work your way around the skin to pull out this like bubble right here. That's where the chicken stores their food before it goes to the gizzard. And I haven't been feeding the chicken, so there's no crop in here. So usually it's like a ball of hard like stuff. It's like just food and stuff stuck in here. And you want to pull up the esophagus like this. So here's the esophagus and here's the crop. So you want to go as deep as you can and just pretty much cut as far back as you can and pull it all out. Now all of that is cleaned out. Let's go to the bottom. You'll feel a bone right here, and this is the vent right here. The bone, I usually cut right below it. It's a tiny hole like this, and then you just pull back. And you want to get into the opening right here, so you can cut a little bit more. But you want to be careful because you don't want to cut into the intestine. Now I can feel it. I'm going to open up the whole cavity like that on the sides. And all of this that you're seeing is fat. And I'm going to cut right down like this, right next to the vent. And right next to the vent right there. Because what's going to happen is you want the intestine to be intact with this, and you just cut all of that off. So, now you got this. Just dig your hand all the way in and pull everything out. Alright, so here's the heart and liver. I'm going to keep these. So right here are all the guts. You'll have this hard piece right here, and this is the gizzard, and you can eat this. So the gizzard is a muscular piece that grinds up all the food. So what I want to do is I want to slice right here, and it'll open up. And there'll be a pouch on the inside, like this. And this is all the food and pebbles and everything. And it just grinds up everything and helps the chicken digest their food. And so you can just toss all of this. Alright, once you clean and rinse it, you'll have this right here. And you will peel off this layer right here. So you just get a piece on the side and just peel just like that. Now you've got a clean gizzard to cook and eat. As far as the guts go, you'll see the intestine right here where it meets the vent. You want to cut off to the sides and cut the whole thing away. And there you go. So the intestine you'll toss, but the fat right here you can actually keep. You can render that down and use it for cooking later. Further in the cavity are the lungs. It's right up against the bone. And then right down here, in like these smaller cavities here, up closer to the tail, is the kidneys, I think. And people can eat those, but a lot of the times people just remove that as well. You just push with your thumb and just get in there. And then the lungs, you kind of just claw at it and you can pull it out. It's like this bright pink color. Alright, let's move on to the legs. So I want to keep the legs also. So I usually just bend it like this, right? Bend it like that, and you just slice down slightly. And you'll see and feel it kind of separate. Then you do it on the other side, where the joint is. And you kind of just break it. Not really break the bone, but you break the tendons and the ligaments, I guess. And just keep cutting around it. And there you go. And as far as the neck goes, I like to just cut it right here. And we'll keep everything. Alright, and there you go. That's how you butcher a chicken and clean it. I hope you guys learned something. I've been learning a lot about raising chicken and processing them. I've been learning every single time I process these chicken. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys learned something. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.